like a model.
You look good, Chris. We're here with Chris DeLucio. What was that again?
Director of Advanced R&D.
Yeah, we'll add the lightning flashes later, but Director of Advanced R&D and key with the development of the Roubaix, the history of the Roubaix. And this year we have the Roubaix SL4, and we've got the disc version here, which is pretty cool. So go ahead, Chris, run us through the bike.
So this is the disc version, the expert model. This frame will come in an S-Works version, disc ready, both mechanical and hydraulic ready. Manufacturers of a hydraulic are not ready, but we are. And we're really looking forward to it. This is the frame technology that you see on this Expert is the same technology you find on the S-Works. It's just a different layup. So we have our parabolic head tube to get the stiffness out of the front end. This shaping really keeps any flats away. We don't like flats in carbon fiber because they're very they breathe a lot. We have a slightly dropped head tube to increase the stiffness of the head tube down tube joint. It shortens the head tube in effect so that you have less twisting of the head tube in this transfer of torque here. One of the biggest innovations we have is we have 3 different bearing sizes for the 6 different bikes. So the 2 middle bikes share a bearing size, 1 1/4. The 2 lower bikes share 1 1/8, and the 2 biggest bikes share 1 3/8. So what that allows us to do is really increase the size of this area of the bike to tailor the ride for that typical size rider for that bike. So the fork can be bigger for the bigger riders, and the appropriate stiffness is tuned for that rider. And so we wouldn't use that fork for a small rider, so we detune, we shrink everything, we design it for strength and tune the stiffness for that.
So every rider basically gets the same feel out of the bike,
yeah, so
no matter how tall they are.
The smaller rider isn't hindered, and the bigger rider isn't underserved. So it's really quite amazing to have the bigger riders commenting that, wow, I've never had a bike so stiff, right? And the smaller riders saying, oh, wow, I don't get beat up as much, right? We've always, and everyone does, designed for the middle and then go up and down from there. So it's really quite a really big advancement. So
with all those size differences, you got a bunch of different options available. And
yeah, we do. Yeah. So if you consider the investment that Specialized has made, we have this bike in a cantilever version 2. So the frame, we have 2 different frames and 2 different layups. So we have a disc and a cantilever, or a standard rim brake. And then for the forks, it's 6 different forks and 2 different layups. So it's quite an investment. And but we're behind the disc brake 100%, and it's really working out well.
Yeah, it's great to see a disc for us up in Vancouver and Canada there with some of the rain we got. So
great for conditions like that. So more that we have going on. We have a new Zertz technology. This is a wraparound Zertz. It now has 1 bolt that holds this badge. It's a wraparound badge. You can see it on this back side here, and there's 1 bolt going in. This bolt really secures this badge, and it holds it tightly against the Zert. And that compression of the Zert on the seat stay is just like putting your hand around the seat stay and stopping the vibration from coming to the rider. This is an all-new molding technique that we're using to keep it super lightweight. We have 1 line going through the center of this still nicely shaped seat stay to get some vertical compliance from it, but we get the rear wheel stiffness by having a virtual straight line through the middle. We have a dramatically oversized chainstay on the non-drive side now. We are hindered a little bit by all our chainring clearances and tire clearances on the drive side, so that's maximized to keep the rear end really stiff. And this bike is 18% more stiff in the rear end than the previous SL3 we've had.
It's pretty amazing with the Roubaix, the evolution of it, because back when it first came out, in comparison to, say, a tarmac, it's almost now like the Roubaix has surpassed the early tarmacs. And
oh, it is far surpassed the early tarmacs. Yeah. It's actually on the heels of the current tarmac SL4. And that was the approach that we took with this bike. We wanted to get out of the mindset that it's an endurance bike first. This is a race bike first, and it's comfortable. The longer wheelbase, the little higher head tube, that makes it usable for longer rides for anyone that wants to, but completely raceable, as Tom Bonin has shown this year with the win at Roubaix.
Right, and as far as the zerts for dampening go, you've also got some other things that go onto the bike. It's not on this bike, but you got the Cobble Gobbler.
Yes, we have the Cobble Gobbler. That is a phenomenal piece of equipment. When you ride the bike on a smooth road, it doesn't move. It's when the bike is jarred from below you that you're virtually suspended. The bike moves and you don't feel the bump. It's really an amazing ride.
And this work has come with collaboration with McLaren, yes?
They helped us a little bit. We are working with McLaren on other things to identify how we can move the project forward, move the smoother is faster forward with McLaren.
Oh, we're looking forward to getting on it.
Can't
Okay,
wait to ride with
thanks.
you on
Thanks,
it.
Chris. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay. Hey. Awesome.